Hi, and welcome to Healy Fit with your instructor, Jen. For more, don't forget to subscribe, click like, or select notifications. Today, I have a Pilates class for you focusing on building a strong core. So we're going to start down into a seated position. Knees folded, arms outstretched. Let's go ahead, lower down one vertebra at a time. Reach the hands up overhead and then peel yourself back up from the mat. Arms reach up overhead, strong elevated posture, and then again, imprint bone by bone down to the mat, and then rise up, strong and tall. Good, let's go with a few more of those. See if you can connect rib cage to hips. Arms to sky as you lengthen, rib cage to hips, arms overhead as you keep that core connection. Go ahead, feel your low back imprinting to your mat. Feel your abs pull you up from the floor. Even as you bring your arms overhead, can you keep your ribs pulled towards your hips and keep your core engaged? Good, so keep your abs drawn in, navel to spine, pulled back and down, away from the waistband. Let's go ahead, hold it up, extend the legs, reach the arms to the front, and go into your C curve, and then into a tall seated posture. Good, exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up tall. Good, exhale, spinal stretch. Inhale, length from crown to sits bones. Good, so every time you exhale, you condense along the front of the body and round across the back. Every time you rise up, think of kind of elongating an accordion from tailbone all the way up to the top of your head. Good, just a few more. And now let's hold it at the top. Press one fist into the other and add a little rotation into the back. You want to keep the hands mid-chest and just twist side to side, trying to bring the elbow down towards the mat as you anchor the feet towards the floor. So press the backs of the heels into the floor. Light squeeze along the backs, the upper inner thighs to stabilize you as you rotate and drop down. Good, so try to take it down as you twist. Exhale each time you twist like you are wringing out a towel. Awesome, let's take it all the way down to the mat. Extend the arms overhead, reach, and now pull the rib cage towards hips as you pull the knees in. Wrap your hands around your shins and just circle gently, massaging the lower back. Let's take those knee circles the other direction. And then let's go into our hundreds. Option, feet on the floor. Reach the hands towards the hips. Brace your belly. Lift your shoulders up from the floor. Eye gaze between the knees. Pump the hands as you inhale in and out. In and out. Now option, you could bring the feet up off the floor, coming into reverse tabletop. That's going to be your next level option if you decide to take it up a notch from there. Continue inhaling in and out. Maybe extend the legs all the way up to the sky. Glue the heels together, light outward turn of toes. Now you should feel the inner thighs engage here. And then you could take it down to 45 if you're like, no, I want a little bit more. Go ahead, continue to peel the back up from the floor. If you want to go all the way, you can bring the legs just kind of hovering over the mat. One more breath in and out. And pull right knee in and then left knee in. Your single leg stretch with bent knee. Now here you could transition head, neck, and shoulders down to the floor as you transition from side to side. Or you can stay along with me, kind of increasing the intensity by keeping the head, neck, and shoulders up from the floor as you transition. Good, so can we have stability from the hips to the crown of the head while we move from the hips to the toes? Now let's just hold one leg in, Reach the arms overhead and then tuck that same leg back in. Good. So this is my right leg, arms overhead, right knee folds in, hands above and below. Good. So one hand below the knee, one hand above the ankle. And no, to be honest, it really doesn't matter which hand goes where. It's just about kind of tucking it in. Good. Now every time you bring that knee in, try to pull your stomach in and down away from the bent knee. Good. So exhale, fold inward. Inhale, reach, and keep the low back pressed down towards the mat. Awesome. Let's add a twist now. So as you bring the knee in, twist towards the knee. So as the right knee comes up, we're going to twist towards the right side of the mat. Try to elevate both shoulders up from the floor. Twist along the obliques, reaching across. Exhaling as you do so. Good, great exercise to work not only the central abdominals, but now we are getting into those outer obliques that kind of shape the exterior of our trunk. Fantastic. Right foot down, arms overhead. Let's push into that right heel. So kind of a baby bridge. And then slowly imprint bone by bone back down to the floor. Good. Press into the right heel, left leg long, and then slowly bring it back down. Press into the right heel, left leg long, and lower back down. We're going to add arms to this. So the next time you drive through the right heel, bring your hands towards your heel. Good. So as you bridge up, hands come towards heel. As you lower down, hands come back overhead. Let's do that a few more times. Hands to heel, press. Hands overhead, lower. Hands to heel, rise. Hands overhead, bring it back to the floor. All right, let's hold it here. On your next one, hands reach towards heel. Heel presses into the floor. Left leg comes up to the sky and then pulls back down to the floor into your leg pull with bridge. Go ahead, toes point to the sky. Heel presses to the floor. Toes point, heel press. Let's do a few more all the way up and then squeeze down to the floor until you feel that hamstring engagement, glute engagement back of the leg. Awesome. Let's slowly imprint all the way back down to the floor. Let's do that same sequence on the other side. Right leg extends, left leg folds in, nose towards knee, arms overhead, leg out below. Exhale, pull it in. Inhale, reach and extend. Exhale, fold, nose towards knee, reach and lengthen, fingertips to toes. Pull in and reach out. Flex inward and extend. Good. Every exhale, pull the navel down towards the spine. So use the entire abdominal region. Good. From the top to the bottom layers. Good. Let's slowly bring the next one in and across. Good. So as the left knee comes in, the arms reach out to the left side of the mat. Good. Draw in, reach across, and then lower both arms and leg. Good. Let's do about 4 more on this side. Reach, and then twist. Fantastic. 2 more to go. And now let's add that bridge work. Heel presses into the floor, arms overhead, drive through the left heel, peel the glutes up from the mat, and then slowly imprint low back, mid back down to the floor. Heel press, lift up, and release. 2 more. And now let's add the arm reach. So from arms reaching overhead, reach the hands towards the heel. Good. Lengthen as you lower. Condense as you press through the heel. Let's do that 2 more times before we hold it all the way up at the top. Awesome. Hold leg lift and pull. Good. It's that leg pull. Toes point to the sky. Heel presses down to the floor. As you pull, drive through the left heel. And then use the back side of the right leg. So you should feel the hamstring and the glute on that right side. Still using core connection, front and back of the body. So we have the whole of the trunk working in concert together. Fantastic. Lower down bone by bone, back down to the floor. Let's tuck both knees in, double leg stretch with bent knee, arms reach out, legs reach out. Good, now option here, you could tap the toes to the ground instead of extending the legs out at that 45. You could also keep the head, neck, and shoulders up instead of reaching up overhead and lowering the head, neck, and shoulders to the floor. Alternatively, you could extend the legs up towards the sky instead of bringing them down at that angle. Go ahead and kind of glue that low back towards the mat, reach out to the side, and then reach out to the other side. Now, option as you reach the hands overhead, lower the legs. If you do feel any herniation or elevation of the abdomen as you lower the legs, that is past your stopping point. So you want to make sure you can keep the abs drawn in and braced as you lower the legs. So awesome. Let's go for another one to each side. Reach. And now let's go into our single leg stretch with a straight leg. Nose towards knee, elevating shoulders up from mat. Let's try to keep the head, neck, and shoulders up this round. Really get a good stretch along the back of the leg. So think of the name of the move every time you move through a single leg stretch. Are you feeling that stretch? Back of thigh, back of knee. God, lengthening as you connect into the abdomen. Now let's go for a triple pulse. 3, 2, 1, hold. 3, 2, 1, hold. Fantastic. 3, 2, 1, hold. 3, 2, 1, hold. Now, if this gets to be too much for you, instead of doing the straight leg, you could go with a bent knee. Always feel free to adapt when needed. Otherwise, stay strong, stay with me. Elbow to knee, 3, 2, 1. Good, adding that twist across. Good, hands behind the head, just kind of cupping the head, but we're still pushing the head into the hands. And here's that knee bend if you need a visual. So knees bent, leg kicking out at 45, or maybe leg kicking out all the way to the floor or up to the sky. Good, again, straight leg or bent knee. Let's bring it in and circle through the back. Awesome, bring those circles around the other way. And then into the center, let's tuck those heels in nice and close to the hips so we can bridge up and down. So we're giving the center or the top side of the abdomen a little break as we work into the back side of our core. Drive through the heels, squeeze the hamstrings and glutes as you rise up, and then imprint bone by bone back down to your mat. Press and elevate, release. Fantastic. Keep going. Slowly lower down. And now let's tuck both legs all the way up to the sky for our double leg stretch with straight leg. Good, now let's add a little knee bend. So as you lower the legs, bend the knees, lift them back up straight to the sky, and then lower down to your level of discomfort. Yes, I said discomfort because we all know this is not a comfortable position to be in once those abs engage. So you're just lowering down to your edge and then folding the knees and extending them back up to the sky. Good. After this one, let's go ahead and do the reverse. So we're going to legs up, bend the knees, extend them out long. Legs up, bend the knees, extend out at 45 or lower. God, let's do 4 more. And lift. 3, extend. 2, 1, and tuck it in. So good. Sway or circle, whatever feels good on the back here. Give yourself a little break. We're going to end with some stretches. Knees fall to one side, arms to the other. There's a little love for the body here, for all that you've accomplished in this amazing, strong core sequence. Inhale and transition to the other side. Always such a great time working out with you all. I appreciate you joining me today. I look forward to our next session. Until then, let's keep stretching. Slowly roll into your Pilates roll up. We're going to rock back and then rock up. Good. You can kind of keep the momentum or stick your stunt at the top, kind of pausing a little bit in that little rolly ball, balancing on the sits bones. Good. A few more rocks back and forth to massage the spine. And then let's go ahead into an easy mermaid stretch. Awesome. Let's do it again. Inhale, reach up and over. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Good. One more on this side. And then let's go ahead, flip the legs around, other direction. Arm reaches up and over, and then relax. Good. Lift and reach. Awesome. Last one here. And then come into whatever seated position you prefer. Big stretch all the way up to the sky. Reach both arms up. Lengthen from your hands all the way down to your hips. And then round across the back. Open, 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 elbow to elbow, fingertip to fingertip, and then bring it all the way in. You deserve a big hug after all that. Appreciate you joining me today. Thank you so much. Don't forget to like and subscribe to let me know you want more videos like this one. Appreciate you watching. Go ahead and follow me on social when you have a chance at Healy Fit. Thank you again, and I'll see you next time.